So, I guess we're on a roll here with like a video series regarding reality creation and kind of timeline choosing, parallel reality, connecting really just like what world are you connected with vibrationally from the inside to the out? Like, what are you experiencing now? And in this one, we're going to talk about the collective scale more so. So, maybe this is a little sensitive for some people, but if you look around you, if we look around us and what has been occurring in the world, anything anything in regards to just like what we see around the world as many different types of events or different types of scenarios kind of occurring around us in the collective in different areas and different places for different people. And this could also include like the fires and so forth, the dew burnings and so forth that have recently occurred as well as like in the past. What we're seeing there is parallel realities that kind of link in with the collective, with certain people in certain places who are aligned for that kind of reality. So what I mean is vibrationally, our internal state and our beliefs inside of us, what we actually want to experience, the life that the trajectory of the whole collective and the whole earth that we want to be on vibrationally a match for, we will choose, whether consciously or unconsciously. So those types of events, we're only seeing little bits of them here and there in regards to like fightings or war stuff. We're only seeing little bits of them here and there. It's just because some of the collective is in a vibrational match of believing that's a thing that's going to occur, falling into the entrapment of the manipulation of the mass media and so forth. So it's just people who believe that will start to embody the state for it. We actually start to embody the energies in some regard that's a vibrational match. And also there might be an underlying belief that they don't have the power to truly choose their own reality. They don't have the power to truly, like, they're forgetting their own power, of which their own power is being used to create that on a collective scale in some pockets and like areas of the world. So what it is it's starting to pull in like parallel universal realities of Earth that link in that sort of event to occur for those people within those areas. And also then, the rest of us see it. It's like, oh, what? That's what's going on. Is that, and it gets you to think and feel a whole lot of things regarding like, oh, is that going to occur anywhere else, or like what's really going on? Oh, why do we only see that little bit but now we're not seeing too much more, for a while, or not at all? And it's just, those people experience that because they're in some way unconsciously, and in their belief systems calling it in. I guess I don't have to say that so much, I've already said it many other times, but therefore that also means for those that do not, in the reality, the parallel universal earth reality that they're choosing, based on your vibrational state, based on what you really believe about the world, what you really believe about life, what you really believe in yourself about, they're not going to experience it. You're not going to experience that because it's just not a vibrational match for you. So what we're seeing is the literal connection of many different parallel realities and the little bits that kind of bleed through and show up in the world, that show up in the collective, that actually are presenting themselves as some little tidbit of this parallel reality, that parallel reality, that parallel reality, and it's starting to like show itself up in different places throughout the collective. And so back to the beginning of what we said in this video, many things are occurring all around the world based on the different little bubbles and pockets of the collective that resonate and vibrate on the same reality choosing together. So we're seeing those little bits. So like that group is going this direction, and kind of like eventually things I feel like and see are going to come about where it's like we're shifting into another parallel reality that we're experiencing collectively as like a mass whole group consensus, instead of it just being a mass whole group consensus as it has been, but like many different things all occurring at the same time. So we see little bits, and eventually it's just things are going to become more present where we're actually seeing that, okay, what I choose or what they choose, or like the people that resonate with me or the people that resonate entirely different or choosing something different, or just we're going to continue to see like this differentiation, or like this like kind of like a sequestered, or what is that called, not like, not separated exactly, but just like quarantine zone of like, these people are experiencing that kind of reality, we're experiencing this one, we're experiencing that, but yet we're all in the same place and in a parallel dimension low. It's all just, it's linking different realities together in this one, and eventually things are going to start like moving away from each other, and we'll kind of go to our own different realities and different earths of what we're experiencing based on what we're choosing. I know this is like one of like the more woohoo spiritual consciousness type of topics, but I'm one to speak on it to kind of like bring a semblance of an understanding about it, and start to maybe see the examples and realize the examples around you in the world as the events you see in the mass scale, and then also like your own reality, your daily life. Like, are you seeing differences with that? And that can come down to simply like, who in your life are you connected to? Who do you resonate with? Who can you work together and vibrate together well with, and really connect honestly in heart and in soul and in spirit, and feel like you can, that's just of ease, you know, and you can create a reality together truly that like emanates this frequency that is in your hearts, that is shared, you know, like, and those that are around you that you may connect with a little bit here and there, but are entirely different. You don't really, like, you may communicate with, but you don't really connect deeper with them. There's a few things there with that. We can connect deeper with them. We can open our hearts, and this is like a heart mastery teaching part of reality. Part of this whole school, spiritual school of earth, is that we can open our hearts, and we really can connect with anybody, doesn't matter what vibration or what reality they're choosing, and make a connection and find a connection and really reach each other and help each other like change and shift belief systems, heal old wounds, let go of past ties to anything that's holding them back from truly empowering in their highest versions of self. And so we can do that. At the same time, we'll see that there are people in our lives that we don't fully connect with all the time, and we're kind of just gliding along in our own path, but we might still be around each other here and there. And then there's those that we will never make contact with or never see in our lives, because we're truly just on different trajectories, you could say, in a multidimensional sense. And for me, it just really comes down to a lot of that heart mastery and really making contact with anyone, no matter what. Like, if you find somebody in your reality that you're starting to communicate with, there means there is a vibration somewhere inside of you with each other that can resonate a little bit, yes. And that's why you're there in each other's reality, really actually communicating. And now there's the potential to really make a greater connection. Now there's the potential to really help each other's souls awaken in body, hearts awaken, and learn something new, heal something, shift something, clear something, and become more into their true selves and more of the empowering themselves more of the reality they'd like to choose truly. So for me, yes, it's that. You can really take that to anybody. You can really bring that to anybody. And I think the more that we really open our hearts and we can really do that to each other, no matter what around in our world, wherever we are, we can help each other actually truly grow, truly be ascending, and start to choose a path that is more highly helpful. Like, I guess I'm speaking from the standpoint of like myself or somebody that's on a higher on a timeline, that they feel in themselves they're vibrationally matching to their truer spirit and higher self-embodiment, and that therefore they're going to find the things in the world and the collective that are also vibrating the same, and they're going to be choosing a collective world that isn't a match with like a greater unified living with nature, as we are nature, with the forest, with the animals, with the plants, the insects as one, and in that regard with each other as a greater family, actual family, consciously recognized and living from that place, and in like a greater global, greater world community, greater planetary community, family, and a true humanity. I mean, that's when we're focused on that and we come from a place like that, we can start to connect with anybody who maybe is just unaware, like they're just unaware of that kind of potential of reality, and that the fact that they're creating their lives, the fact that with their sovereign individual power, they're actively creating the reality. They're choosing what to bring into their bodies and apply action to, apply energy to. And that is actively more so creating what trajectory in life they're continuing to go down. Yet at the same time, we're always choosing each moment where we'd like to go. Like, we're always connected to just millions or billions of different reality potentials, right? Every moment in our internal state, internal beliefs, internal feelings, internal like where our life force and consciousness is really flowing through us or not, is deciding on trajectory of energies of what that's bringing to us in a state of embodiment, and therefore like the collective trajectory of a timeline. in some part sense. So it's just the more that we can from our place, it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter who you are, where you are. Can you make connection? Can you support each other to grow and to spark something new, inspire something new, lift each other up, love on each other? It doesn't matter where, who you are, and how you are in your life, what you're choosing. It's just like, can you just come from the common place of love? Can you just come from the common place of truth and honesty and transparency and authenticity and joy? And like a positive outlook that for anything in your life can just be seen as a challenge or just be seen as like a perfect lesson in a teaching. Doesn't matter anything. You don't have to put positive or negative labels on it. It's just that you're not even really supposed to. That's just starts to like sequester things and put things aside and judge things in your life. And what we really want to do is start to come from a place of like divine neutrality, to see everything as the perfect lessons that it's meant to be, and having that positive outlook that like radiates this light and like radiates this presence with anything and everything in your life, radiates this presence, radiates this love, and a refreshing renewal of perspective that everything is guiding you to greater growth and a greater development and a greater embodiment and a greater true self, passionate, living, whole you. And it's just, can we bring that to every interaction, every communication, and with anyone in our lives? You know, can we really connect with each other? Can we lift each other up in any connection we may have, whether it's spontaneous or intentional? Can we just be there for each other in true love, peace, and lifting up, to shift out of old patterns, or to, if we see a negative pattern loop in somebody, can we say something, be like, hey, now, wait, what are you doing there? What's going on? Like, let me insert this little thing that's going to help you shift out of that and come back to your true self and open your heart more to yourself and to life. You know, if we can do that with more of each other, that will bring us all to a higher timeline of earth, where we will not experience any of these, like, we'll experience less of these like different parallel reality destructive sort of scenarios within spaces, within some group areas of the world. You know, we'll be able to shift out of that, and no matter what anyone of anything and any sort of power structure or whatever else is trying to put on the collective, they'll start to lose that power. You know, they'll start to not have the effect on people to persuade them to choose a reality that they're saying in order, that is just causing hurt and destruction and more separateness in the world. You know, like, if we can not let those things or those people have effect on us and truly just like come from a place, let alone have anything, let anything have effect on you, and just come back to your true center and like deciding and discerning and feeling what's true and authentic for you in your embodiment, in your life, and your trajectory. As for, and it's just like about that, and how you can open your heart empathetically, fully, in the most highest compassion and most love and most purest inclusion, and letting anything in your life, the fact that it's in your life anyway, connecting with you, just accepting that it's part of your reality, it's part of you, connecting to some part inside of you, and it's connecting to a way that you can express and share and flow that energy and consciousness within a certain part of the internals of you into the externals of the reality, with another person, with a thing around you. Like, it's all just you. What do you choose? What do you wish for? What parallel reality can you love on yourself, put more of the inner work, focus on with, and the external work applied along from the inner work that is like revealed to you as a learning lesson or a teaching or something to do or something to be? How can you embody that? How can you bring that to your daily life with those around you? And how can you support others to shift into reality that's more empowered, connected in with their true selves, and they're more consciously choosing and being aware of themselves, being aware of each other, and being aware of what do you give energy and consciousness to. So I love you. I thank you. I hope this could help, and see you later.